Morning guys, welcome back to Alan's Allotment again. I bet you're sick of seeing me now, aren't you? Right, okay, so it's the 2nd of June 2021 and welcome back to Alan's Allotment. It's 7:45 AM and I'm just sitting in the shed having my usual cup of coffee. So it dawned on me this morning, I came up and I've watered all the plants nice and early before the sun gets up to peak. It is still warm out there, but it's before it gets right up, and I left the polytunnels open all night last night. Pleased to say everything's still okay. It looks like the crimson crushed tomatoes have taken and got established. I'll give them a little drink again today. For the first couple of days after just transplanting, we'll just give them a little drop of water to make sure they don't suffer too much, and everything should be fine. One or two of the peppers had sort of dried out overnight and we're looking a little bit droopy. We'll give them a drink. Done all the carrots. We've got the carrots outside now in the buckets. They're needing plenty of water now in this heat. But what's really nice is now that I'm off and all my big jobs are done, I'm actually enjoying just coming up here and tending to the plants. Yes, I've still got one compost bit to finish off. I've still got some plastic to put round the last shed that we put up. I've still got all those pallets to disassemble. I've still got the little lean-to greenhouse to convert into a shed one day. I've still got the bench to put in the new polytunnel where we keep the trees, and some beds to build in the bottom of there. But these are all little potty jobs that we could do even if, well, some of them even if it was raining. So I mean, I've got nothing now that needs to be done urgently and in short space of time and putting any pressure on me now. So now I should be able to just come up here and chill out a bit and relax with just minimalistic work. We sorted some of the pigeons out yesterday, as you know, and I might sort one or two more, but I really don't know because I'm down to really what I want to keep. Well, we might let one or two more go. I don't know. I haven't made my mind up yet, but I'm in no rush. I'm not going to push myself to make a decision on that one. So 4 of them are already on the way today. They got collected at 5:30 this morning and they're on the way to the new owner. There's another 4 or 5 being selected and they'll be going next week. And then there's only a few left that will go up on the website, guys, so I apologise in advance if there was something you were wanting and they've already gone, but whilst I have someone there that wants them, we'll just let them go. I want the space back and the numbers cut down. So whatever there's left will go on the website, guys. Just going to have this cup of coffee. Got to take Mrs. C to her parents shortly, so we aren't making a start on anything up here today. I'm literally here just to water the plants. Take Mrs. C to her parents, then I'm going to do a run to the tip with some rubbish I have in the car that needs disposed of, and we might have a little look around B&Q while we're there and see what plants they have. If they don't have anything that takes me fancy, we might have a run back through to Whitehaven and I'll run down to the garden centre because I haven't got any other seeds set off yet. Well, I have. I've got some lettuce and cucumbers, but there's still no sign of them and I'm not sure why. But I do still have that big bed over in the growing area just in front of the new seat I put up yesterday. And there's still quite a bit of space in there which I could fill up with something. I haven't made my mind up what, but I don't have anything to go in myself, so I might have a little run to the garden centre and see if there's something there that takes me fancy that we can pop in that bed and just fill it up and make it productive. Right guys, just in the stock loft, quick look around and check on the birds. So these are the 2 young ice pigeons that will be getting weaned off, I would say within the next 2 or 3 days, and those 2 are also going to be for sale. If you're interested, leave me a comment and let me know, or they will be going on the website, whichever. Up here in the top we have one more youngster off the white bar frill stencil cock and the Andalusian hen. only one hatched. So I'm not sure why, but we've only had one per nest. She's laid 2 eggs every time, but we've only had 1 hatch out on each of the nests. The white toy check and this black hen had 2 more eggs, and that's the 6th nest now, and they were ready. They were another couple of days they would have been hatching. I threw them away and put them on pots yesterday. We don't want any more of them. We're going to give it a rest. The ice hen, likewise, the ice hen is down on eggs again, but we took them off her and we gave her pot eggs. Moving over, we've got the check hen with the Qualmond sitting one of their own youngsters and 1 youngster off the young blondie egg cock and the white check Trigonino. I've had a request off Robert for one of these youngsters that's frill stencil blondinette paid to the Trigonino to cross into his birds, and I'm pleased to say now we have 4 youngsters off them. We can sort him out with 1. Moving over, we've got the milkies on yet another set of eggs. They're almost certainly not going to be full, and the milky cock is still alive, but he still can't fly. He gets up to his box and that's it now, but he's certainly not filling eggs. So yeah, we're going to have to look for another milky cock. If anybody has any and can let me know, or a pair of youngsters I can purchase, please let me know in the comments below. Ideally I want 2 cockbirds. If anyone can help me out with a couple of young cockbirds or something like that, then let me know in the sections below. Moving up, these are the blacks. They're looking after the 2 youngsters off the blondinette cock and the white check Trigonino. As you can see guys, they all come out black in the first instance, but they're all carrying that frill stencil and toy stencil gene now. Moving up again, this hen only laid 1 egg yet again. We'll wait and see. I'm going to leave that one and see if it does hatch, because I'm struggling for barless. And then we've got the indigo hen on an egg, and we've got our good almond hen on an egg again, and they're synchronized themselves with the frill stencil Andalusian and toy stencil carrying frill stencil white bar cock. The indigos eggs, another 4 or 5 days they would have hatched. We've threw those out and put them on pots as well, and we've done the same with the almond and the check, and they're on pots. And that egg that was being sat on there just disappeared out of the nest. I don't know where it went, there's no sign of it, and yet they're still sitting on the nest. If they do lay in the next day or 2, we might float them up here, but it's highly unlikely that she's going to lay again in that short space of time guys. Just a quick update in the stock loft. Look at the state of this guys. Look, I'm sure how you can pick this up on the camera. There is about 12 trillion dandelion seeds flying about here. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm not sure how well you can pick it up on the camera. They're everywhere. Hundreds and hundreds of thousands of them. So I'm just in the garden, quick garden tour guys. Cabbages are all coming along tickety-boo, as is the beetroot, multi-sown. Doing really nice, still under cover. There wasn't really a lot of point in that, but we'll leave them. We're going to have to actually make these a bit better, because with cabbage whites will be coming shortly. 2 Brussels sprouts are doing really well. Likewise, some more multi-sown beetroot. And then we've got some more spinach. Thankfully, and I won't speak too soon, but pest free in there. The turnips have lifted themselves up a little bit, but the heat is getting up fast again now. You can see the carrots are going to need another drink. I've put them out here so they get at least a little bit of shade part of the day. We brought this little pear tree outside because it was really suffering in there, and we've done the same with the cherry tree. These are still all fine from yesterday's watering. We'll leave those. So we have the little 2 French dwarf beans, our 4 sweet corns, and our peas across the back, and 1 courgette. And then we did put a courgette in the centre there yesterday. We gave that a water last night as well. This year's garlic that was planted earlier in the year. Now these were just planted. I literally bought some garlic cloves out of, I think it was Aldi, and they were from import from China, and we split them up and we put them in. They were only small garlics, but I don't expect them to be big, but we put them in and we'll try them and see what they come out like. The leeks are definitely getting a hole now. The 4 Brussels sprouts really coming on. The 3 carrots are loving it in there. The 1 surviving lettuce out of that last batch of lettuce we got is coming along tickety-boo now. I'm not sure how you can see these seeds. I'm actually choking with them. Primroses, fruit trees, onions, really getting established now. They're getting a break away from the rain and drying out a little bit. They're really starting to get going. Potatoes, really flourishing. And even where we had a bald patch in that bed there, you can see those 2 have finally popped up. Likewise, strawberries. Yes, we need to get a cover made for these one day. Probably too late when the birds have got them. But if you can see in this carrot bed, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see, there's an entire blanket of dandelion seeds on the surface of the bed. That's how many there is. There's hundreds of millions of thousands of them. Look at this. And in the corners of the potato beds, all that is seed, dandelion seed, and it's right up the edge of that bed as well. Look, you can probably see it on every single bed. They're almost white with the amount of dandelion seed. Never seen anything like this. Right, okay guys, so that's your little tour for today. I may come back up this afternoon after we've been, drop Mrs. C off at her parents, and I might do the weeding in here. There isn't a lot in there, but there is a little bit of weed, and might thin the lettuces out a touch. We'll see how it goes. I may or may not. Right guys, hope you've enjoyed this little tour. It's not a big one, but yeah, hope you've enjoyed the tour. And I'm just admiring my little garden bench again. I'm rather pleased with that. I really am. I now have somewhere to sit down and chill out. Well, I better have a quick look in the... I'm dreading looking in here. It's probably full of weed seed. Yeah. Look at this lot here. Thankfully we've got the mulch on the trees, and that should stop anything taking root in any of these trees. Strawberries coming along tickety-boo. I'm starting to bulk up now. I'm not sure what's happened to this one. I think it's the heat in here, to be honest with you. It really is too hot in here. But I did overwater this one slightly. I'm letting it dry back a bit, and then we're going to cut these leaves off. Excuse me. Bit of burning around the leaves. If anybody's got any advice, I think it's overwatering that. These ones here have dried back. The thing is, it's a fine art trying to get the watering right in potted plants and in this heat, guys. A little bit of burning on the leaves on this one as well, guys. I'm certain it's the heat in the greenhouse. Should really be putting them outside, but then I haven't anywhere to put them just yet that I can put them under cover. But they really should be coming outside. That's the little cherry tree I also put outside as well, because it was suffering, and it's certainly doing better since it came outside. And likewise with this pear, it was getting a lot of yellow leaf and dropping out. Again, that is with overwatering. It really didn't like the amount of water I gave it, that one. But we'll let it dry back now. That's another reason why it's outside. The air will get at it and dry it off as such. Right guys, and that's your roundup for today.